to another reaction of X-Men 97. I actually get beyond excited for when this show is going to drop. That's how much I love this show. We are getting into another episode, y'all. We now know that Jean Grey was cloned. Absolutely was cloned. And then we saw Mr. Sinister himself in the last episode. You know, I have a question. If you guys know, did Mr. Sinister and Magneto ever work together? Ever? I don't think they ever did, but if they did, that would probably be a real dangerous duo, those two, because clearly, as we know, Magneto is no joke. I don't think Magneto is the Omega mutant. I think he should be, but I don't think he is. And Mr. Sinister is just off the hook. He's ridiculous. But let's just get into another episode and see what's gonna happen now, y'all. I'm beyond excited, as I said, to see this TV show, as well as to give you guys some very important information. I am back with YouTube memberships. That is right. So you want to see this in a full reaction? Of course you can. Down below is a link to my YouTube memberships, and you could join the bloopers today, as well as Patreon. So whichever one you want to go to, feel free and join us today in the extended family of Patreon and or YouTube memberships. That's right. Please hit me with the freebies, the like, the shares, and the comments down below. Now, without further ado, let's jump into X-Men 97 and find out exactly what this show has got to give. That was fun.
Take some cream with it.
Thank you.
Remy, you're sweet, but our new boss beat you to the pot.
It's 3 sugars. After breakfast, the X-Men will report to the danger room for drills. We must be ready should Mr. Sinister resurface. Jubilee will see far more birthdays should she learn to master her powers to face a world that despises her.
Who's got 2 thumbs that blast fireworks and turns 18 today? Me. How do you want to celebrate the big 18th, huh? We are all ears.
Let's go to the arcade. It'll be just like old times. What do we think?
This is bogus! What's wrong with just one day where I don't have to freak out about the professor or Jean and her clone?
Genosha entering the UN is a big deal.
Small fries. I'm the birthday Big Mac. The only people who hate video games are bad at video games. Never even heard of a Motendo.
Nintendo.
Rogue said they had some surprises. Day's looking up. Let's play.
Nintendo.
What's it doing?
What?
How long were we playing? I assume I won.
Whoa! Where'd the mansion go? Oh boy!
Sheesh.
It would be a lot easier if you just used your powers.
What if there's cameras around? My parents could see me on TV.
Crazy.
Hello?
Like the Matrix.
Genosha? But like way back when, Genosha? What the heck? All enslaved to film by Bolivar Trask.
The dude who created the Sentinels?
Was that you, Hot Topic stalker, calling us earlier on the phone? Duh, we're totally in a video game.
You're like totally in a video game? Totally. Mojo here, your primetime psycho interdimensional alien TV producer who fades off rating.
Looks like you've been dieting?
You notice! Ratings are down, 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 and thirsty for the next big thing, dirty girl. You're not just in a video game, honey. You're the star! Every level is based off your own memories.
Really? Me? Please.
Picture this. The future. A Motendo that's Mo for Mojo in every home. It'll dominate the galaxies and the 18 to 45 age demographic.
And what if we refuse to play your game?
If you die in the game, you die in real life, but... stakes. Who's the boss? Magneto. Storm. Different worlds. Divorce court. Summers versus Grey. You're my X-Men, Jubilee, so... game on!
It's loading. Here we go.
Music. Go.
you get when you kill tech support.
For failing to kill the...
I remember seeing this
remember
place
that.
on the news with Mia Mine. Mia Mine tried saying they were good once, but I could tell she was spooked. So I said they're all freaks, and normal people would win. Probably find a way out of here.
What's the rush? These levels are taking me back.
Sooner or later, you gotta grow up. Otherwise, reality will smack you right in the face.
Okay, he's got a pattern of attack. Typical boss battle shenanigans. I just need to wait for it to cycle.
Oh no, Roberta.
This can't be happening! Is that an extra life?
How did that get in there?
Did I die?
About to.
Was I dead?
Almost.
Oh, thank goodness! I don't speak justifiably angry Portuguese, but I know. I messed up. Big time.
Okay.
For the Lord of Magnetism.
No need for thank you among friends. And by friends, I mean you.
She's a plot twist. She's in league with Mojo.
Zip it,
DaCosta.
We go way back.
Oh.
Now we need to move.
Got a few questions. Explain everything! Mojo needed beta testers. Digital replicas of me.
I'm the only one left. Before Mojo killed the beta, I figured out a glitch and hacked my way through here before deletion. Jubilee, I know a part of you wants to hang here. Living doesn't get cheat codes or extra lives, but it has friends and family.
Magneto was right. A bit.
But he's totally wrong about one thing. Video games rule.
Oh, now I know this.
The bigger they are,
The harder they fall.
The harder they pop. Just you wait.
What's testing? I'm throwing to a commercial during a video. I got him. Rats would have canceled me today, but I swear, I'll cut you. Jesus.
Yeah. I thought I know that villain with all those arms.
Talk about risk.
Life, Death, Part 1.
Storm, dinner is ready.
Storm.
My Papa's bison chili. It's a later cut. It's room for the spices to do their magic.
Friend of Charles Xavier is a friend of mine. I owe that fellow a great deal.
You can get at parts of the brain that are normally dormant in humans. Draw unique connections, see how bits fit.
You're needing a meat toaster or a thing that'll store your mutant powers?
Or a bowl of this delicious chili.
I was a soldier. There was a war.
Your mutant gifts have allowed you to fix yourself. What a blessing.
Let's go for a ride.
What?
Keep up. I'm not building you a faster horse.
What a brave little man.
Haha, the goddess lives.
Ooh.
Beautiful, isn't it?
That owl, I've seen him before circling. Perhaps he is like the winds.
You more than anyone know how fast the weather can change. Real trick to reversing what the executioner did to you wasn't making an inverted version of its radiation. Helps to get outside. You ready?
I am Storm, mistress of the elements. Rise winds and move the desert sands. This isn't happening, Forge. It can't be real.
I know, Aurora.
Get Storm her powers, damn you.
Why is fixing me so important to you?
After the war, I didn't have the resources to build what I so easily saw in my mind. The Defense Department offered to help me. Devices that could be used to neutralize dangerous mutants.
You made these?
No, a scientist in Scotland did.
You, of all people, should know the perils of trusting those in Washington.
If I told you the truth in Dallas, you wouldn't have let me help you.
So you lied.
I could live forever, and still my endless imagination would never conceive of a thing as perfect as you. You are a goddess. Powers be damned. How do you not see that? I love you.
What? What just happened?
Aurora! I was just coming upstairs after you.
disappointed. Trapped here haunted, and I, the adversary, shall not waste my meal.
Well, so we are down another episode. Didn't we love this episode? So this, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't my favorite episodes, and I think it's probably because, one, I have to say something, and I know I like the episode, by the way. It's just, I like the other three better than I like this one. I'm just keeping it real. But I have to say, I think I'm one of the very rare people that doesn't really care that much for Jubilee. And I don't know why. Like, I like Jubilee, but I'm just like, I can't spend a whole episode with Jubilee. Now, Jubilee is, what is she? Because I was told that Jubilee was like a vampire, but that's like not true. Somebody, I forgot where I heard it from. But Jubilee Lee is a mutant character in Marvel who has superhuman abilities. She's from Earth 616 and has the ability to generate explosive energy blasts called fireworks. She also has other attributes, including explosives like blasting, and then shields, blah, 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 blah. She has fangs and okay, she does have fangs. I've never seen Jubilee with fangs, ever. Never. What does a Mimicry? Well, maybe that's why somebody told me that she's like a vampire, but I've never seen her with fangs ever. But so the first half of the episode, and I think that villain I did see before, and I definitely seen the lady villain with the multiple arms, but she was from, I believe, don't comment down below if I'm correct or if I'm wrong, but I think she was the villain from, you never, with the dinosaurs, like, you know, the things that fly and like those people dressed like we're in the dinosaur age and they rode those pterodactyl type things. Wasn't she from that era? Like, she wasn't with Magneto. And I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else. But over here she was like not a villain. So that was interesting. And she also was like helping the game, but she never really got into the game. The Jubilee of past, present, and future was in the game. So she was like, so I was kind of like, okay, this is cute. It was a cute little first part. Then we got into Storm, and I love Storm. I love Storm. And I really want her to get her mutant powers back, but I like the journey that we're going through with Storm and how she lost her powers and how she still talks to the winds of the earth and the sky and whatever she says. And now we have this owl that we did see owls before, I think. But now we have this owl of like Nightmare or whatever he is. So, and I don't know, I'm not familiar with this thing either. Regardless, I like how this was the part 1, and now we're getting into the part 2 in the next week in the next episode, which I'm assuming possibly we're gonna get Storm to get her powers back. Maybe, because it's definitely setting it up. Storm's gonna get her powers back. I'm also very interested to see if we are gonna get Professor Xavier in this season, and I feel like we're going to. Like, how can we not? But I'm wondering how they're going to entwine that into this current storyline. I understand like the need to have Magneto be the leader of the X-Men, but I also feel like something's missing with him being the leader of the X-Men. You know, I actually just want him to be a villain. I'm a very diehard fan of villains. I don't like anti-heroes. I don't like villains that turn to good people. I don't. I think that there should be an actual villain who is just being vilified and stays that way throughout the story. We don't need a comeback story. We don't need a reprisal. We don't need a redemption. But we always end up doing that nowadays. But regardless, I liked the storyline, why Magneto decided to take, or chose to take head of the X-Men because of Professor X. I get that whole thing, but I'm ready for Professor X to roll in his wheelchair, touch his head, and for Magneto to turn back to the dark side. Because also Magneto has a nice rogue gallery of villains as well that we're missing in this show. And I don't know where they are, but we need to get them back. We need Toad, we need Mystique, we need, I don't think his name is Fat Albert. What is he? Splodge, or whatever, or Blob. Is his name Blob? We have so many villains. Archangel, he was a villain. Kind of, yeah, he was a villain. we have a lot. So I'm waiting for Magneto to like go back to being the bad guy. That's all I want. That's all I want. But regardless, I would give this episode an 8 because, you know, being back with the X-Men in this rendition, the animation is always, I don't think I'm ever going to go lower than 8 for me. Yes, I'm very biased. But once again, it wasn't my favorite story. I do see that we're on episode 4. I think we're going to be having 8 episodes of this show, X-Men 97. Let's see, how many episodes? Let's see, y'all. How many episodes, if anybody knows the answer to my questions? There's 10 episodes. Okay, so we're not even at the next episode is going to be the halfway mark. And it's going to be continuing on until May 15th. So we do have a while to be enjoying the show. And I love the fact that it's dropping weekly. I miss the times when we had shows that would drop weekly and not all at the same time, and then I have to play catch up. I like it like this. Now, I know a lot of people are different than me, but I think this show, Shogun, I think they're the only 2 shows currently that I'm watching that drops weekly. And I feel like we need to get back to that, y'all. Everybody's being spoiled, getting all this at the same time. Let's do it weekly again. I think Invincible season 2 or maybe season 1 as well drop weekly. I could be wrong. But, The Boys. So there are shows. I'm gonna keep listing them all. There are shows that do it. So anyways, that's how I feel. Once again, you wanna see this in a full reaction, you have 2 ways to do so. Patreon as well as here back on the YouTube channel memberships. And please, once again, while you're exiting, you're picking up your jacket, your shoes, and everything else, please hit the like button, share, and don't forget to what? Comment down below. I'll see you all next time with more reaction.